Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be giving my opinions of the new kits in terms of European football. I'm going to be talking about Real Madrid's new kit, which I think is great, Barcelona's new kit, which I think is a little bit and other new kits like Liverpool, Chelsea, the list goes on. I feel like we've got some wonderful kits, and I'm just going to be giving my thoughts and feelings, man. I know the most important thing, obviously, in football is to win the trophies, but you want to win with style. You want to win by looking good in a great kit. So let's see which teams have the best kits this season when it comes to European football. And you know what I always say, I feel like the fans should be given the opportunity to design kits because A, they have the time, and B, they're going to be creative. They care about the club. They actually want to design a great authentic kit for the team. So I feel like in the future we must take steps forward to give fans the platform to do this. However, I feel like we are a long way from doing that, so let's see what's going to happen in the future. And in this video I'm just going to be giving my good opinions out of 10, ranking them, what's going to be the best kits and what's going to be the worst. However, before going this video and give my thoughts and feelings of the new kits, you know what I'm going to say, make sure you guys like, comment and hit that big subscribe button right there, because only 10% of you guys are subscribed, and give me your own opinions in the comment section. Which is your favorite kit? So the first kit I'm going to be talking about is PSG, and honestly we know from the past PSG have a great lineage, a great history when it comes to designing kits, whether it goes back into the classical kits in the 1990s or we go back into the later years of the 2010s where we know Jordan signed with PSG, creating some magnificent beautiful kits. Look back at the black kit they made a few years ago, look back at the white and pink kit they made last year with Messi. Honestly, magnificent authentic kits they have been designing, so we got a lot to expect when it comes to this year. However, me looking at this kit already at the beginning with the crest in the middle and the whole design, I feel like it's one of PSG's worst kits in recent years. I don't know what the designers were thinking. It's atrocious, it's quite poor. I don't like the crest in the middle, I'm not a massive fan of that. I feel like the writing and the font of the sponsors quite big in the middle. It also ruins the design and the flow of the kit because obviously it's right in the middle and it doesn't allow the pattern of the white strip to continue down the kit. So honestly, I'm not a massive fan of it. And also the white in the middle is just too big for my liking. I feel like it rubs away from the rich dark blue of PSG's history of just the club's shirt, because we don't see anything but the white strip down the middle. I like PSG kits which are dark blue, obviously, which we've seen numerous times in the past, and subtle details attached to it. But I feel like the white blob with the red strips going down, it just doesn't suit PSG this season. And honestly, overall, I'm very disappointed, especially since we know PSG are one of the best teams when it comes to world football in designing kits. What were they thinking this season? So out of 10, I'm going to give it a disappointing 4 out of 10. I had high hopes for PSG. So the next kit I'm going to be talking about is Real Madrid, and we know just like PSG, I feel like Real Madrid and PSG are the best teams when it comes to designing kits. Whether you see stylists or people on drip pages on Instagram, they always like rocking either a Real Madrid kit or a PSG kit when it comes to the shirt, because it goes with jeans, it goes with cargos, and it just looks aesthetically pleasing. And when it comes to this season, Real Madrid have initiated a collar. I'm not a massive fan of it. I don't know why you're wearing a collar, why you have to look smart whilst playing football, and it pretty much gets in the way sometimes. I don't know why Adidas have been doing this, because I've noticed this has become a trend with other teams as well this particular season. But you know, with Real Madrid, I feel like they can make anything work, and just this once, I feel like they're just within their own space, and their kit this season with the collar, they are making it work. I feel like the kit is quite simple, and maybe people may say mundane, but I feel like it's effective, it's neat, it's tidy. I like how balanced the kit is in terms of the sizes of the crest and the logo. When it comes to the sponsor, it's not really overpowering the kit like we've just seen with PSG. I feel like PSG's one, like I said, is quite big, whereas the Flying Emirates logo and design doesn't really overpower the kit. It feels like it's right in place, and you can still look at the rest of the kit without getting distracted by the massive sponsor. Also, I do love attention to detail when it comes to kits. I love the purple strips when it comes to the shoulders, links well with obviously the kit when it comes to the crest, which is dark blue, so those colors kind of match as well. And honestly, like I said earlier, I know I'm not a massive fan when it comes to color, but I just feel like Real Madrid have a great history when it comes to winning Champions League, and why not win in style, why not look classy, and potentially they might win it next year again. So you know what, when it comes to lifting the trophy, you want to look professional, you want to look at your best, you want to look smartly dressed, and why not have a collar buttoning up the shirt whilst looking at your finest. So honestly, I love Real Madrid's new kit. Also, the other things I love as well, I love the funky writing and font on the back of the shirt when it comes to the number and the name. It gives it an authentic vibe. I feel like other teams use mundane fonts where it feels like it's quite predictable and boring, but Real Madrid have really thought when it comes to this sort of stuff. So overall, out of 10, I'm going to give it a strong 7 out of 10 when it comes to Real Madrid. So the next kit I'm going to be talking about is Liverpool. And you know what? Because I'm a massive Liverpool fan, even if the kit is ugly or is fantastic, I'm going to buy it regardless because obviously I love my club and I want to be wearing my true colours with pride. However, when I first glanced and opened the package when I saw the new kit, I was thinking, obviously I saw it before, but when it comes to first impressions in real life, it's different, right? And I was thinking, it's quite boring, it's quite basic, it's quite simple. There's no real design like we saw in the strips of last season with the orange lines. I just saw a dark, rich red when it comes to the kit with the logo and the sponsor. However, the more I looked at the kit and thought about it, I absolutely started to love it. I love the dark, rich red compared to previous years where we've worn lighter reds in the past. I like how the white complements the dark red as well within the kit. I feel like it's quite elegant and quite simple, but at the end of the day, very effective. And I feel like many Liverpool fans will be interested in buying this kit. Although it looks like no real thought has been put into it, I feel like they didn't need that much time to design such a well thought out kit. I feel like it's an excellent kit, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Liverpool fan, but I think it might be even better than last year's kit. So when it comes to this kit, I'm going to be giving a low 7 out of 10. Not as good as Real Madrid, but I feel like it's on the same playing field. So the next kit I'm going to be talking about is Manchester City. And you know what? I feel like there would have been any sort of design which would have been an upgrade and improvement from last year. I feel like last year was designed in 5 minutes. It was quite tacky. It was quite boring. I don't know what they were thinking about the white strips going down here. I don't know what they were doing. It was quite ugly and atrocious. But when it comes to this season, obviously they're going to improve, but I feel like they've done a very good job improving their kit. I feel like it was well thought out, the design and everything going into it. I'm not a massive fan when it comes to the crest in the central, but I feel like Man City have made it work, especially with the balance of the sponsor and the crest itself, obviously at proportionate size. I love the maroon strips all around the kit. It obviously is subtle, it's neat. It provides great historic significance with City when it comes to the 60s and 70s football when they had a great success as well. It represents history, but it's not overpowering. It doesn't feel like an Aston Villa, Burnley or West Ham kit where the maroon colours outweighs the light blue. So that's why I love it. It's all balanced, it's all neat, and it has importance when it comes to football history for Manchester City, the football club. I feel like many fans are going to love this kit, especially since it's the first season of Haaland joining the club. There's going to be so many Man City fans and even neutral fans wearing the kit because they're going to have that massive number 9 on the back, and maybe it's going to be the start of something new when it comes to Man City being one of the mainstays when it comes to purchases of football kits, because we know teams like Real Madrid, Man United, Barcelona, those teams usually dominate the market, being the biggest clubs in the world. But especially since Man City are having these marquee signings coming into the club, I feel like it's going to skyrocket, especially with Man City fans being very excited with Haaland coming to the club. I'm going to be giving it a 6.5 out of 10. I feel like it could have been a lot better, but I feel like right now in this moment of time, it's definitely an upgrade compared to last season. So the next game I'm going to be talking about is Bayern Munich, and wow, I'm just not a fan of this. I don't know what they were thinking. Like other kits in the past, I've said, I feel like it was designed in 10 to 15 minutes. I feel like with Bayern Munich, they just ran out of ideas. They didn't know what to do because every single season, it feels like they're limited of what they're going to do when it comes to the design, because obviously it's going to be red. But other than that, what are you going to do? I just feel like they were lazy. They didn't really think about it that much. They brought horizontal lines across the kit like they're Celtic. But apart from that, what did they really do? Yes, I guess the lines, the white strips aren't the same sizes, which gives it some authentic vibe. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like it's nothing new. I don't feel like it's worth buying. I don't feel like it's revolutionary. I don't feel like it's going to be one of the mainstays when it comes to purchasing kits. Yes, Sadio Mane has gone there, but at the end of the day, you want the kit to look nice as well. So Bayern Munich, I'm quite disappointed. So when it comes to this kit, I'm going to be giving it a 4 out of 10. So the next kit I'm going to be talking about is Arsenal. And you know what? I feel like they got lazy. It feels like a replica of last season's kit, but all they did was ditch the Ajax vibe when it comes to the white strip. As you can see, the red is covering more of the surface area. When it comes to this kit, it feels more of an Arsenal kit compared to an Ajax kit like last season. But apart from that, it really doesn't feel much different. Obviously, they've introduced the colour, but like I said, I don't really like the colour, and I feel like it's quite childish putting that zigzag design on the colour as well. I don't know what they were trying to do, make it feel authentic and new and different, but at the end of the day, I feel like they've made it look quite tacky and childish. However, at the end of the day, I am a fan of the colour. The red they've chosen is quite bright, it stands out, it's a traditional Arsenal colour as we've seen in past seasons. I don't think the kit looks bad, I don't feel like it's awful compared to other kits, but I just feel like it could have been done a lot better. Similar to Real Madrid, obviously they have the Flying Emirates logo sponsor, and I feel like it's quite easy to incorporate that into a kit to make sure that the balance of the crest and the sponsor is at proportional size. So I feel like Arsenal done well in that facet of the kit. But at the end of the day, the design's quite simple. I feel like it's an average kit, 5 out of 10. So the next kit I'm going to be talking about is Barcelona. Oh, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? You know what makes me even more sad and annoyed is that people actually like this kit. People actually respect this kit. People think it's one of the best kits they've seen for years when it comes to Barcelona's history. And I'm thinking, what on earth are you saying? What on earth are you thinking? Have you seen the kit? Have you seen the design? What were they thinking? First of all, we know Barcelona's history when it comes to the kits. It's a traditional blue and it's a traditional red when it comes to the strips. But they've incorporated 2 shades of blue. One dark blue, one light blue, and a red, which is outthrown the whole tradition when it comes to Barcelona. I don't know what they were thinking in that facet. I feel like the dark blue they've chosen on the shoulder, I feel like it's too dark, it's too murky. It doesn't even look like a nice blue to wear. Imagine wearing that with a suit or something. You'd think, what on earth is that colour? It doesn't even look nice. I don't know what they were thinking there. Overall, it's just an ugly kit. It's disgusting. I can't even look at it. I hate it. I really hate it, but I can't believe there's actual fans which like the kit. The only thing I like about it is that they have the Spotify logo, and you know, like I always say, I feel like sponsor logos should be small, and the Spotify isn't overpowering like other sponsors we have seen in the past when it comes to other teams. But that's about it. The sponsor, not the kit itself. I think it looks ugly. I just want to puke when I see it. And Barcelona, the designers, they really need to fix up next season when it comes to a new kit. So the next kit I'm going to be giving my opinions of is Juventus for this season. You know what? We got ourselves a winner. I love this kit. I feel like I'm going to buy it. I feel like it looks incredible. I feel like it looks magnificent. I love the design. I love the patterns. I love the theme. And I'm going to give Juventus even more credit for the design, because you know what? What more can you do with a white and black strip every single season? Because that's the tradition, that's their heritage when it comes to their home kits. What more can you do with it? Obviously, you're going to be quite limited. How are you going to make it feel authentic? How are you going to bring a different vibe to the kit? I love the design. I love the patterns they did when it comes to the black strips. It's not just a long, plain black strip. Obviously, it's little squares, little rectangles going down the shirt. And it's a lighter shade of black, which gives it a different look compared to previous years when we know it's just been a traditional long black strip. I love the whiteness in the back. I feel like the light black strips with the white complement each other very well. And honestly, I feel like a lot of thought have been put into this kit compared to other kits I've reviewed so far. So overall, I feel like Juventus has done a great job, an incredible job, and I recommend so many people to buy this. And you know what? I feel like Juventus should really sponsor me for that comment I just made, because I feel like I'm going to make you millions. So yeah, well done Juventus when it comes to this kit. Best kit this season, I think, in my opinion. So I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10.